Okay, we are live. We need to clean the boys' cages out. So, as I clean each cage out, I'm going to put each boy into the carrier just so that they're in a safe area while I'm cleaning it out. We're going to start with Mateo. I suppose I should put maybe a towel or something in there, just so that he's got some sort of grip. And he's not like sliding everywhere. So we're going to start with just removing his little hideies. Let's go say hi to everybody on YouTube first. So I got Mateo. You're such a good boy. You know what? Let's give you your vitamin C right now while I have you out. So I've been giving him liquid vitamin C in syringes. I figure by the time the 2 weeks is up, so one more week, because I've had him for exactly a week today at this time. Happy 1 week anniversary! Figure by next week he should be completely eating on his own, like all his veg and everything. But he takes the vitamin C so well by syringe that, you know what, if I had to do this for the rest of his life, I won't complain. Look how easy that was. I didn't have to fight him. As long as I have him in my hand, he takes it no problem. So let's put him in the carrier and we'll clean out the cage. And hello, Shane. Hi. What are you doing, mister? What are you doing? What are you doing? You got a shaving right there. Right there. And you got a shaving right by your whisker. Right by the whisker. There we go. You're so jumpy. You hear that? Her name. Well, you can't really see her. I'll show you a picture of her after. But yeah, that's Auntie Shane watching. Alright. So we're going to put him in that carrier. He doesn't jump out of my hand first. So it's just a basic cat carrier. Hard shell. I put a little kitchen towel in there just so he's not directly on the hard shell. And we're just going to set him on the ground right here where he's out of the way. Excuse me. And we're going to remove his hay bag for now. Just so that it's out of the way as well. Oh, yeah, you can see what I'm doing. That's good. Move that out of the way. Remove the water bottle. Well, he hasn't drank a lot, but he has drank some. So that's good. I'm going to give him fresh water later, or after. And this is what I'm looking for. So I'm using a cat litter scoop to empty the dirty shavings into the garbage can because I don't feel like going all the way upstairs for the dustpan. And the dustpan that I use down here on this main level is one of those ones with the handle stuck to it. And I just feel like that might get more annoying. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I might end up having to go upstairs anyway. Or no, I might go to the basement to get the dustpan or the vacuum. know what? I have a better idea. Hold that thought. So my neighbor's son collected dandelions in this empty ice cream bucket a couple of days ago, and I never got around to returning the bucket yet. So we're gonna, instead of using the cat litter scoop little by little, we're gonna use the big bucket scoop. We're gonna scoop it into the big bucket and then empty it in the trash can. It might work a little better that way. I don't know. But using this disposable bedding, we will find a system that works one way or another. So it's kind of working all right. Not the best. What I don't like with this cage is I have the grid set to being on the inside of the canvas, which actually helps keep it more sturdy, and that's just the way this particular cage was designed to work. But what I don't like is because the shavings get all stuck in between the bars, and it makes it a lot harder to clean. But we'll figure out a system here. And okay, that kind of works a little. That helps. So I don't know, using disposable bedding, again, it has its ups and downs. It really varies from person to person, depending on what your lifestyle is. Now, because I had this disposable bedding left over from when I was on holidays, I'm going to definitely take advantage of having it and use it. It was also very inexpensive at my local farm feed store, which I didn't know sells it, so super happy with that. But it's only like $10 a bag. The one I originally wanted was actually cheaper than that, but they didn't have that one in stock, which is okay. And yeah, so I got behind me a full bag. You can't really see it. This bag right here. And it's only going to take half a bag to fill both of these cages. So it's really not that expensive on that front. But let's determine how many garbage bags it will really truly take to fill both cages, or to empty both cages. And I'll check the comments as soon as I'm done emptying this one cage. I think the rest is going to require my little mini dustpan thing. Maybe. I don't know. Nope. The only thing that I do prefer about chloroplast better is that it is a lot more sturdy. You know what? I'll be right back. I am going to go into my basement and I am going to get my vacuum because it's easier to go downstairs and upstairs. Don't ask why. It is. I'll be right back. Mostly because I didn't have to go all the way downstairs because I had it hanging on a thingamabob. And I know you don't know what a thingamabob really is, but yeah, that's the language I'm using today. We're gonna have to just deal with it. How you doing in there, Mateo? You're good? Okay. I'm sorry, but it's gonna get a little loud. Oh, good. Okay, so it's kind of easier to use the vacuum a little. It's working. I'm getting most of the stuff in between the bars out, so yay me. I mean, okay, aside from having to empty the vacuum out like a million times, this is where I think a shop vacuum might come into good hand. But I don't own a shop vacuum, and I really don't see the need in investing in it because I mean it's not the end of the world to have to. Uh, it's not the end of the world to have to like do what I'm doing. What do you have along the bottom of your cages? The blue. That is the canvas liner that the cage came with. It's basically like the Midwest cage, but it's blue instead of green. So I believe this one in particular is called the Amazon Basics cage. This black shelf up top came with it, and it's supposed to actually be like a little platform for them to go on. I'm not using it as a platform. I'm using it as like a hidey kind of thing. Granted, it doesn't have to be absolutely spotless from every single flake of bedding because I am putting more in there. The main thing you want to make sure is that all the old poop and any soiled wet pee spots are removed and gone. So, I need my scissors to open that bag. This doesn't really matter. Which side I open it from. Okay. Now this is where you're going to laugh at me for how I'm starting it off, but I don't want to make a huge mess on my floor, so I am starting off with just using the little container. And I made a mess on my floor. There's no preventing it, I guess. Will this method work better? Probably not. There's no easy method to doing this. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's got a hole in it. I need to get a scoop like Kay has. I also need to get a big tub to store this in if I'm going to continue using disposable bedding. Because I feel like having it in a tub compared to this bag is what might make this a lot easier. But you know, when I very first started my channel and I was using disposable bedding for Tokyo, Lucy, and Savannah, this is the very reason why it took me like over an hour and a half to clean and redo a 2x3.5 cage, basically a little bit wider than this cage here. And it's because I would do things all the hard way. And here I am repeating the cycle almost 3 years later. I'll eventually come up with a system that works. Oh my gosh, and then I gotta repeat this with Bruno. I mean, okay, this big bucket works a little bit better than the small cottage cheese container. I think that should be good for his. If I have to add more at a later time, I can definitely do that. Okay. Put that over here. I'm going to keep the hay where it was. It's the only downside to these cages, because it's just like a canvas liner, is that if I happen to lean in, it bends everything in. So hopefully one day I can get coroplast for it instead. And we'll put that hidey there. Get that out of the way, and let's get you my tail up. Come on, tail. Come on, baby. There we go. Okay. Now we got two things to do first for Mateo. First, I gotta refill his water bottle, and then I need to give him his pellets. Well, we can give pellets after, because we're gonna clean Bruno's cage now after. Well, let's give him his water, and you can watch him. Now, we've also got his veggie portion ready, but we're going to give it to him after all the cages are completely done. Because then I got to go upstairs and give the girls their veggies. But I want to get this place done and cleaned up in this area first. You know how it is. If you're watching, chances are you have guinea pigs and you know. Oh, and we have a very special treat for the piggies. Corn husk. My friend bought like a whole bunch of corn yesterday. I told her, save me that husk. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Actually going to try and make it a little easier and less messy. I'm going to empty this garbage bag here and then put a new one in. And then, yeah. Because I know I can fit a lot more shavings in the bag itself, but because of the shape of the can, it makes it difficult. Oh my God, this makes a big mess everywhere. Okay. I don't have the right size bag to put in this container yet, so I'm gonna have to suffice with a blue bag. You'll have to do. Oh my, stop. Okay. So I tried offering the boys their chew toy, like the leftover chew toy from what the girls had, and they don't want it. They refuse to chew on it. So I'm gonna bring that up back to the girls after. They can finish it off. Gonna move this to the side. Oh, put him into there for now. Bruno stuffy. Full of shavings. I've already washed it once, and then as soon as I put it back in, it was full of shavings again. Okay. I'd love to be able to set this up on a different angle, but I don't know where I can place it. I have nowhere tall enough that I can place it for you to see. So I might get in the way while I'm cleaning Bruno's cage, and you might not be able to see much. There's not a lot I can do about that. Let's remove his camera. Solid dish. Excuse me. And watch me fall over. Yeah, sure. Remember now. Good boy, back right up into the carrier. That was perfect. He backed right up into the carrier. Okay. Oh my gosh, okay. Start off with this scoop. So maybe I did Bruno's cage the more smart way, using the bigger bucket, because that's almost done being cleaned out. I just need to vacuum the little bits remaining, which is still quite a bit. Bruno's really didn't take that long to do. I guess after you do it once, you'll learn the tricks and trade of doing it quicker, maybe? I don't know. Okay, move this out of the way for now. Move the vacuum on this side. I really don't want to have to lift that. Mostly because I almost pulled my back yesterday. I'm cleaning and changing cages today too. That's awesome. Sunday's a great day for cleaning cages. Our piggies love the corn husk. A lot of piggies do. But there's also a lot of people that don't know you can feed corn husks. I think I have an idea of what I might do. I've got some excess hay downstairs that the piggies don't like. I have enough bags. I'm going to bag it up for the neighbor, for his bunny. And I'm going to use that bin to put my bedding in. That's what I might do. I think it'll be easier than having this bag. I know I bought fleece liners to use for these cages, but I haven't gotten all of the stuff that I wanted to use for the cages. And since it's only been a week since I got back from holidays and I do have that leftover bedding, you know what? It's an easy way for me to transition back into everything. That's what I think. And I mean, I love disposable bedding for the fact that, other than spot cleaning really soiled areas and adding new fresh bedding into those areas. Other than that, it's very easy to like handle and manage each week. But I think it depends on the cages. Like with my herds cage, when I had them on the bedding for like that week, I believe I went live, or maybe, no, I didn't go live for that, I don't think. I can't remember. But it took me over an hour to clean just the herds cage with the disposable bedding. Which, size comparison with these two cages, it's only a little bit wider and just a little bit longer. So I don't understand. I don't know. I've had quite a bit of people asking me when I'm going to bond Mateo with Bruno. The plan is to try and have Bruno another full week side by side with Bruno, only because of the fact that Mateo just started coming out on his own the other day to like eat pellets and eat some of his veggies. He ate a little bit of green pepper on his own yesterday, which all week he wouldn't touch the peppers. So I want to make sure he's transitioned and acclimated to this environment fully before I add any extra stress onto bonding. Like most of the day, all week, he would stay just in his hidey. He would barely ever come out unless I took him out of the cage, which I did do that. Because he also needs to get used to, me being here, being picked up and handled, which the previous owner told me that they didn't have time to really hand tame him or any of their other 5 guinea pigs that they had. And I'm thinking, like, I don't care how many jobs you have. If you're going to have pets, you need to take that time to take care of them. If you can take an hour to watch TV, then you can take an hour to take care of your pets and watch TV at the same time in the background noise. That's my theory. A lot of people may not agree with me, and that's fine. Because I really feel like this transition and like of rehoming Bruno to me was a lot harder on him than people would anticipate or think. Which is somewhat unfortunate. It's no fun having pets being stressed out because being rehomed and they don't know why and all that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful that I can give him a great home and everything. But I feel for him, Maybe I'm inflicting my human emotions onto him. I don't know. But There's a saying that when you know, you know. Okay, Bruno's cage is done. There. He just see. I filled up Bruno's water the other day, and he really hasn't drank much out of it. And I have a second water bottle over here, and he took like one sip out of it. I tried hanging it on the inside. I tried hanging it on the outside. I don't know. But he's definitely peeing because he peed on me the other day. So I'm just gonna put it back in, go with it, and hope for the best. I'll try him on the same bottle as what Mateo has over there, and maybe I'll try it on the backside. Maybe he'll prefer it there. But for now, at least he's got 2 different water sources that he can have. Area. Okay, let's get the pellets. I don't even know what. So I normally put their food on like this side usually so that they can kind of like eat together. Okay. Get in there, hang on. I usually give them each a pea flake in their food bowl. Bruno will take it directly from me, but Mateo not yet, and that is perfectly fine. Okay. Let's get Bruno into the cage. Come on, Bruno. Come on, buddy. Fresh clean cage, come on. Come on. Thank you. Good boy. Okay, so what was I doing now? Let's see. So we have it. This one is Bruno's, his very own Scotty's Animals hay rack. I'm hoping to get one for Mateo as well at the end of the month. Excuse me. So Bruno only has the one hidey and then like a section over there with a fleece just draped over like that, because he's almost like twice as big as Mateo, like in length it feels. So I didn't want to overcrowd the cage with two hideys for him, but the fleece draped over kind of makes it look like a hidey or feel like a hidey. Yeah. So Mateo is now under the stool over there. And yeah, I need to get this place cleaned up a little bit. Maybe we can just keep the vacuum in the closet here. So like this is what I mean. This dustpan has like the handle, and I figured it might be like harder to use. But we made it work. We got the cages clean, and we did it in under an hour. So that's good, right? And I mean, it probably would take a little less time for me too if I wasn't doing a live, because then I wouldn't have to like kind of think of something to talk about, so that you're not just kind of there bored in silence and feeling awkward kind of thing. Because I know some people are like that. I usually don't talk much during my lives, especially if I'm using a vacuum. Or not during my lives, but like when I'm doing cage cleaning and stuff. But I'm trying to get better at that, because like, what's the point of watching a video if the person is not talking and it's complete utter silence? Like I don't know. I feel like people would get bored. So I've been trying to talk more during the live and during cage cleaning and stuff. And the girls are yelling because they want their veggies. So it's not like the boys can't hear the girls talking. If the girls really want to leak and all that, and they want to communicate, they can hear each other from a distance. So I think the reason Bruno was acting a little off compared to his normal behavior was just because he was, moved down here, and even though it's the same home, it's a different room, and so it's like completely new to him, right? So I think that is what happened with Bruno, is he just needed to kind of acclimate a little better to this room. And I think it's happening. And I also discovered that when I'm watching my YouTube during the day, I used to keep the volume like on the loudest setting because I wanted the pigs upstairs to be able to hear it. But I can't do that anymore. Yeah, I can't keep the volume as high as I used to because of the boys down here now. It actually scares them. Yeah, believe it or not, everyone, loud noise can scare your guinea pigs. So that being said, yeah, I can't listen to my stuff as loud as I used to. That's okay. Good, I have that. Is good for now. Now, you might be bored watching me sweep my floor. I'm not sure. So if it's boring watching me sweep, just let me know. I'll probably just end the live because I do have to get this cleaned up. Tomorrow is garbage day, so I need to be on par. really seeing anyone else commenting, so I'm just gonna assume that you're like all cage cleaning or doing something else while the live is going. That's perfectly fine. And what I'll probably do is, before I do the boy bonding, when that time comes, I will more than likely do it on live so that everyone can watch and see what the behaviors are, what's normal, not normal, so forth. And you'll know firsthand whether the bond is going to work out or not. But I think before I give them the bond, Mateo will have his first bath done, maybe the day before or something. So we'll see how that all plays out. Okay, that is clean. We've got there, so I might need that out again. Okay, you don't need to watch me empty garbages and all that. And the boys aren't really that active, so I'm going to end the live now. It's been almost an hour. I hope whoever tuned in enjoyed watching me clean 2 cages. But yeah, so if anyone is interested in getting cages like this, they're on Amazon. It's called Amazon Basics Cage, or look for Midwest. It's the exact same size as the Midwest, but I like this canvas liner better than the Midwest. To an extent, there's ups and downs. I might do a video of comparing Amazon Basics and Midwest cages, just so that everyone can know why and stuff like that. So that's a video idea for the future. But yeah, I will see you all later. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend, and yeah, bye.